What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on all the ways I just showed you to do a standing Webster or an axe Webster. Let's get into it. So obvious prerequisite is a running Webster. You want to make sure you have that comfortable and solid. Now I'll show you how to take that and move it into a standing Webster. Like I said, you should be able to do it running. The way I did it, I had a pretty good run up before I did it at first. And then all I did is I just reduced the steps. So that part's pretty self-explanatory. You can build up into it over time. Just start off with like 5 or 6 steps, and then down to 3, and then eventually just a skip step. First key to a good Webster is your chest on takeoff. You can vary this based on your own style and flexibility, but in general, you should try to keep it upright. You should take off with your leg and your chest level so that you lift your chest and your leg to give you optimum height. So chest positioning should be good, but if you're really flexible and you want to do it like a front aerial or a layout, you can dip your chest very low and then just have it rotate you around that way. What you do with your arms, again, is up to you. I've recently learned how to do it Russian style, going back, catching, but I prefer to go forward with my arms. So on takeoff I go up, everything up together. And the third and most important part is your back leg power and also the timing in which you take off with it. You want to be able to get it up very quickly and very powerfully. So not just, because that don't work. You have to be able to kick it very hard so that you can get around with no momentum. You don't want to go too early. You want to kick up, and then as your leg is getting to close to its highest comfortable point, based on your flexibility again, that's when you want to jump and bring everything down into it, tuck, and get around. A Webster that's too early lacks in height, like so. And a Webster that's too late lacks in rotation, both of which will get you a bad landing. And try to find that really golden sweet spot that lets you just whip around like it's nothing. Axe Webster, similar. I recommend you have a standing Webster first, but it's not necessary. It's the same thing, basically a standing Webster, except you use your forward leg to get you momentum instead of just chilling on the ground here. So what you do is, goes front, back. As you can see, it's a lot easier to get a very high Webster doing it like that, because you get more momentum and it looks cooler anyway, so it's like a double win. So I'll teach you how to do that now. You need to apply all the same technique as a standing Webster, keeping your chest up as you do it. There's only really a couple things you need to watch for. It can be kind of confusing at first how your arms go with it. When I take off from my Webster normally, they go forward. So instead of like this, being all weird, it goes back, forward. It also helps with all of these, both standing and axe, if your leg is straight. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't keep my leg completely straight throughout the whole flip, but it will do much better if it's at least trying a little bit than if your leg is bent when you go for it. So, in summation, one more time, to get in your position, I like to have my kicking leg behind me, get my arms all ready, get them all jazzed up. Goes hop, forward. I didn't explain that, but again, that's also self-explanatory. Goes hop, boom. Send everything in opposite directions and jump, and you'll have a ton of momentum, and you should rotate super easily. This is one of the easiest flips to do, if not the easiest. Very close in comparison to a backflip. Thank you for watching my standing Webster and axe Webster tutorial. Peace.